Okay, so it is November 18th today. We're going to start with just a quick recognition for our team. And top of that list, I think, is Jeremy's exciting news about his refresh results and getting contacted by corporate to get some information to them about being part of their. Well, I'll let Jeremy tell you because he just talked to Stephanie today. So go ahead.
Right, I did actually. A couple weeks ago, I got an email from Stephanie Potter at Beachbody in the Success Stories department, and they wanted more information about my results. They'd seen my results. They wanted more information about my experiences with the 3-day refresh. And I answered all of the questions on the questionnaire she sent me. And I got an email yesterday saying that they showed my results to the producers, and the producers want me to film a short video, like around home, answering some interview questions, and then like doing healthy things, like preparing meals from the 3-day refresh, that type of thing. So it's all very exciting. I just got off the phone with Stephanie Potter, and she's super nice. She's even nicer in email or on the phone than she is in email. But she's very excited, very supportive, and very cool.
Very cool. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do was go over our I wanted to go over our Success Club up to this point. Congratulations to Molly and Melissa, who are both at 6, first people on our team to hit Success Club for the month.
Nice.
Georgie is not too far behind. She's got 4 points, and there's a handful of us that have 2. So still lots of time left in the month to get people signed up. One thing I shared with Charla yesterday, it was yesterday. One thing I'm doing is running an exclusive 21-day fix group for people where I will do it right along with them starting December 1st through the 21st. So it's kind of a 21 days before Christmas group. I would kind of suggest you guys try to do the same thing. November, December are tough months to sign people up. So pick a program that you're doing and try to encourage people to sign up, do it with you, and with a focus on staying healthy through the holidays. So my group is going to be daily video posts about food prep, food planning, how to make it through a Christmas party without completely annihilating your diet, the normal struggles we all face this time of year. So if you guys want to be part of my group, let me know. I can add you just so you can see how it's being run, and then you can kind of emulate that into your own groups if you want to. So just let me know if that's what you want to do. So that's all for recognition. We are going to do a quick little check-in, and what I would like to do is have each of us share one aha moment they had this week from their personal development. So whatever personal development you're doing, just share something that you were able to pick out and apply into your business. So I will start, and I'm going to start with today I actually did an online webinar with Leanne Ruff from Beachbody Corporate, who is did an exclusive training for Star Diamond coaches on the Emerald to Diamond group and how to make it more effective for our coaches. And there were tons of little nuggets in there that I feel like I can apply into our groups that we're running right now for you guys to help you guys get the most out of those groups. So that's my PD moment. Charla?
Well, I think I'm reading and I don't really know what I was reading. I have no idea what happened, but because I haven't done anything for weeks, and I kind of petered off on the PD books as well, and you start doing that and you start going downhill, I think. And And so I started reading them again. I started reading, there's, I don't know, a couple that I'm reading, maybe 3 that I'm reading, just depending on my mood of the day. And I don't know, I just all of a sudden I'm thinking, I can do this. What's my problem? I can do this. And then I started getting back on Facebook with you guys and looking at the discussions with Jeremy and Georgie and you guys are leaving me behind, so I have to catch up. I don't know exactly what it was, but my attitude changed this week. So that's when I texted you, Cindy, and wanted to get back in.
Yay. That makes me happy. Okay, Jessica.
So I haven't done any reading for this week. I know I should be. But one thing that I noticed this morning, I was actually checking my messages because I had done, some follow-ups, and I had also added, gone in and did some invites. And I went through to check my messages, and I realized that one of the girls that I had actually invited either deleted me off of Facebook or completely shut her thing down. And normally I would have been really upset and hurt by that because I find that kind of, against me, but with the personal development and everything that I've learned so far, I texted Alicia and I just laughed. I thought it was the funniest thing because I'm like, really? Like, I just asked you a question and you deleted me. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is I think something very similar just happened to Alicia, actually, not that
She
one.
told me that, yeah.
She messaged me about it, and what's really funny is happened to me a couple of times, and then a few weeks down the road, they end up messaging me and wanting to sign up, and I'm back on their thing. So, yeah, blessed and released,
Yeah.
Nicole always says.
Yep, just brush it off your shoulders. That's what I kind of just decided today. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let that bother me. Just
It's one less.
get on with your day. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
There is a Jim Rohn, and I think you can find it on YouTube. Jim Rohn's something about network marketing program. It's a personal development thing about finding people for your network. If you can find that and listen to it, it gives you such great insight and perspective on those exact things. So
What's his name again?
Jim Rohn, R-O-H.
And what was the book called?
It's not a book, it's an audio program, but I think you can get it through YouTube, and I think it's called something. Let me see real quick if I can find it. Jim Rohn Network Marketing Leadership Training is what I believe it's called. Randy sent it to me whenever I very first signed up, and it has been brilliant. For like, there are all kinds of metaphors and analogies and stuff that he uses that just really puts things into perspective. So I know we have 2 people listening and not watching. If either of you want to share your personal development moment, you can pipe in now. If you don't pipe in, I'm going to assume you don't want to talk. Okay, they don't want to talk. So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, probably in the next month or so, I am going to ask you guys, it's going to be a requirement. Hold on, we got somebody. Georgie's going to be hopping on. It's going to be a requirement in my diamond group, my brush to diamond group. It's a book called Falling Forward. No, it's not. It's called Failing Forward. And it'll be a must read for our group. So anybody else that wants to get that, if you're looking for a good personal development about keeping your spirits up in a world of no, then that's a really good one to go to. And I'm contemplating maybe doing like a miniature book club with our team, so that we can all kind of go through and read it together. So anyway, that's that. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into the sharing and inviting. And I don't know how many of you have watched this video. I know it's been assigned in a lot of our groups, but we're going to go back and watch it again because they've recently redone it. So some of the older coaches won't have seen this version. It's 7 minutes long, so it's going to take up the bulk of our call, and then we'll do some quick answers at the end, question and answer. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and start this video for you guys. And now it's not here. Okay, hold on just a second. I just got to find it. Yeah, it is. Okay.
With my good friend Sarah. And so we've already talked to you about five-stepping a challenger to upgrade them to coach and how to get coaching in front of more of your customers and challengers using the 5 steps. So we're going to demonstrate that today with Sarah. Let's just say that Sarah has been one of my challengers for the last 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm going to look for green lights, moments of enthusiasm, those green light moments where she's indicating to me that she's now went from being someone who started a program to really being enthusiastic about Beachbody and about what we do. And those moments of enthusiasm is when it's time for us to praise, disarm, ask, get coaching in front of them. So I want you to look for the praise, disarm, and ask. I also want you to see how we bridge to step 2, to step 3, how we schedule the watch of the video and set the follow-up for her. So if you look for those things, you're gonna see how we successfully verbally walk somebody through the 5-step process to upgrade them to coach. And so let's just go ahead and do that. So that's who you are. You're going into week 6. I send you a message that just says, hey, sir, just checking in on you. How's things going this week for you?
They're going really great. I'm into the max workouts. They're taking a little bit more time, but I'm feeling really great. I'm feeling a whole lot stronger, and it's been awesome.
Okay, cool. So how do you feel differently just 6 weeks in versus when you first started?
Oh my gosh. 6 weeks ago, I had no energy. I'd get home, put the kids to bed, and I would go straight to bed. So, now that I'm working out, and I feel like mentally I have more energy, physically I have more energy. I'm feeling great. I can get stuff done at night. I can call friends and check in. It's great.
So cool. So you're excited and happy that you picked this up and that you've been doing it?
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, great. Well, sir, listen, I know you're like 6 weeks in, and I'm really excited that you have more energy and that you're all the way into the max workouts and that this is something you're excited about. And listen, I don't know if this is for you or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I was just curious. Have you ever thought about being a coach and joining our team? I think you'd be great.
I've heard you talk about it and I've seen it, but I don't really know if it's for me.
Okay.
I love the workouts, but I don't know.
Cool. Well, why don't I ask you a few questions and we can go from there? Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. So I just bridged her from step 1 to step 2, right? Let's ask a few questions. We can go from there. Regardless of what she says, well, I don't know about it. How much is it? Tell me about it. I'm just going to say, well, why don't I just ask you a few questions and we can go from there. So we're now bridged to step 2. So Sarah, I'm just going to ask you a few questions here. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about your Insanity program and Beachbody and the Shakeology and all of that?
9 or 10. I love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're like really excited
I love
about
it.
it. So this is definitely something you can see yourself continuing to do after this program is over?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Sir, let's just talk about people. Have you already been sharing Insanity or Beachbody or Shakeology with other people?
Yeah, I post on Facebook. We kind of do that in the challenge groups. I've been posting my own stuff on my Facebook page, and there's definitely friends from high school who have made some nice comments that they don't recognize me now. It's been great.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So how's that feel to have people already seeing and asking questions?
I love it.
Okay, great.
I love it.
So cool. So you've already been posting about it and already gotten some interaction from people. Have any of those people actually been interested in maybe starting themselves?
Yeah, I've had some friends ask about the programs, and I tell them my experience, but maybe they run or do whatever, but they're definitely asking me about it, and they want to know, how are you losing the weight, or how are you getting strong? And so I've just kind of been saying, well, I'm doing this program.
Cool, awesome. So could you see yourself helping some of those people get started on Insanity or other Beachbody programs, kind of like I helped you?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me ask you one more question. Would you be opposed to earning some additional money for your family by helping those people get started?
No.
Okay, great. Just a couple of more questions before we continue forward. Sarah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a team player would you say you are?
Definitely like 8 or 9.
Okay, like an 8 or 9. Yeah. That's really awesome. And how willing are you to learn some new things?
I love to learn. So,
okay, that's awesome. Well, Sarah, just based on the feedback that you're giving me and how excited you are and the fact that other people are already asking you about it and the fact that you wouldn't mind making some extra money and learning a little bit about how to do it, I think you make a great candidate for a coach and somebody to join our team. But just to make absolutely certain, why don't I go ahead and send you a little bit more information so that you can check it out and make sure this is a good fit for you. If I send you a video that explains more about coaching and how we get paid to help people get started with Beachbody, would you have 7 or 8 minutes to watch that?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Would you be able to watch that right now, or would later tonight be better?
Definitely later.
Okay, later tonight. So what time would you be able to watch that tonight?
Let's say probably like 6:30.
Okay, like 6:30, and you're on Pacific time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm all the way in Ohio, so I'm on Eastern time. So 6:30 your time is 9:30 my time. Listen, I'm not going to be working later tonight. Would it be okay if I followed up with you first thing in the morning to
Yeah.
see what you thought?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So why don't you go ahead and watch that video tonight,
Okay.
and then tomorrow morning I'll just send you a Facebook message and follow up with you, and we can go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. So at this point, that's pretty simple. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the introducing Team Beachbody video from the online office, from YouTube, from wherever, and I'm going to go ahead and send that to her Facebook, just like I said, and I'm going to remind her that she's going to watch it tonight and that I'm going to follow up with her tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, I follow up with her and I say, hey, sir, how you doing today? Just checking in.
Doing great.
Okay, great. Did you have a chance to watch those videos that I sent you yesterday?
I did.
Cool, awesome. What'd you like about it?
You know what? What I really loved is seeing that it's a community.
Okay.
You know, kind of like our challenge group. I
Right,
saw
right.
the coaches on there,
Right.
and it looked like fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, well, man, it really sounds like this is something that you're ready to do. Is it something you're ready to get going with?
I think I could give it a try.
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, here's the deal. Let me go ahead and explain to you what we do next. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're just going to have you enroll you as a coach. We're going to have you upgrade to a coach account. A lot of people will go ahead and get another challenge pack, or they'll just transfer their Shakeology over to their coach account so they can begin receiving Shakeology at 25% off. Do you mind saving 25% on your shakes?
I would love it.
You would love it?
I would
Okay,
love it.
yeah, which is awesome. So you can do that one of two ways. We can just transfer your Shakeology over, or if you're ready to get a new program on top of Insanity, let's say you wanted to try P90X3 or the 21-day fix or T25, then you could just go ahead and enroll with the challenge pack. Either way is fine with me. It doesn't matter, whatever you think is best. Are you sitting at your computer right now?
I am.
Okay, cool. How would you like to cover the enrollment, with a debit or credit card?
Let's do credit card.
Okay, awesome. So at that point, I'm just going to walk her through the steps. I'm going to take her through going to teambeachbody.com, clicking on coach. Yes, I want to be a coach, and walking her through becoming a coach, whether she chooses a pack or just wants to transfer her Shakeology order, totally up to her. So we'll walk through that and we'll get you enrolled, and then we'll take it from there, which the next step would be the quick start. That's it. And we'll get her started, and she'll be well on her way to finding her first 3 people to join our challenge group. So you did great. Thank you.
Okay. Have you guys all seen that before at some point, most of you? Okay. So that's just an example of an invite that bringing a customer into the coaching opportunity. What I really wanted to get across from that invite process in that video is how natural it was. It's not this awkward, and this is the vibe I'm kind of getting from everybody based on messages, that you're sitting in front of your computer looking through your list of people in Facebook going, okay, who can I invite? Now, what am I going to say? Now, it's going to be awkward. They're going to ask me this. It's not. Don't put inviting into that scary place. Inviting should be fun. It should be the funnest part of this business, actually, because you're helping people come into something super exciting, but you're also creating relationships with people. So it should be nothing more than a simple, hey, how are you today? I saw your post on Facebook that, your kids got an award in Boy Scouts. That's super exciting. And that starts a conversation that's going to lead to an invite at some point, especially if it's somebody you haven't talked to in a while. They're going to ask you how you're doing. They're going to ask you, what are you up to? That's when you bring in Beachbody. My experience in the year that I've been doing this, the moment you tell somebody you're a Beachbody coach, they're curious because they have no idea what in the heck that is. It's weird. It's not something that everybody else does, and they want to know more. So based on that, you get to start your invite process. Then what you have to do when you're talking about it is show your excitement about the products. One thing I can say about every member on this team is we've all had amazing progress one way or another, and we all love the products. The one thing that has gotten me to get is every one of the signups I've gotten is my excitement when I start talking about it. People see my passion. I can be quite animated when I get excited about something. So it comes across in conversation, even if it's a Facebook conversation, it comes across. So be sure to have that passion for the products. And then finally, be sure that you know what you're talking about. I know when I first started, I would jump in with both feet, and then someone would ask me a question and I didn't know the answer to it, and I would come to a screeching halt and feel like a complete idiot. So as long as this is something I tell all of our new coaches, use your first 3 months of this business, use your personal development time to learn about the business. Watch the videos in the back office, watch the videos on the YouTube channel, learn about the business. If like P90 just came out, like Insanity Max is coming out next month, learn about the product. There's a YouTube video that tells about Insanity Max 30. There is tons of posts, and there are tons of coaches right now in the test group that are posting daily on their Facebook pages, video blogs about doing Insanity Max 30. We can't do it right now because we don't have it, but we can follow them and we can see what they're saying about it. That way, when it comes out next month, we can answer people's questions about it, even if we haven't done it ourselves. I have no intentions of probably ever doing it. I'll be honest with you. It's not my kind of workout. But I can think of probably 10 people off the top of my head that I will be messaging the day it's out, because I know that they are into that type of a workout. And I now know enough about it from doing my own personal research on the program to know that it's going to fit the niche of these certain groups of people. So know the programs that are coming out. The 21-day fix, everybody, even if you haven't done it, should know plenty about that, because it's the most popular program Beachbody's ever had. So obviously it's a pretty easy sell when it comes to signing people up. It covers the nutrition, it covers the workouts, it's short workout wise, it's short the length of the program wise. So low commitment workouts just are easier to get people to sign up with, because 21 days is not that big of a deal to commit to. So I am trying to see how much time we have. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left. So the whole invite process I've gotten, and the reason that we switched our topic this week to inviting is the whole invite process. I've gotten tons of messages this week about, okay, now I don't know what to do. I've ran out of people to invite. My contact list is too short. So here's what I would like everybody to do. Many of you have already done this, and I know at least 2 people who are not on this call that hopefully will be watching the recording. I need you to start making a list of everybody you know. If you haven't done this, please start doing this. I don't care if they're people you're going to invite or not invite. Just start making a list of every single person you know. My list is over 1,000 people long. It could possibly be 2,000 people long, and I continue to add to it every day. All you're going to do with this, it's going to be a memory jogger. You're going to go back through and you're going to say, oh, I forgot about Lori at work. And then you think about Lori's daughter. And then you think about Lori's daughter's friend. Then you make those lists. Well, you might not invite Lori, but you might invite Lori's daughter's friend. You never know. So the idea is to come up with a bigger list of people that you can potentially talk to. The other thing I will say, when I first made this list, there were many, many, many people on it that I would never invite to this business. After being a coach for 6 months, I'm completely confident inviting all of those people on that list. So your frame of mind from what you're capable of doing now to what you're capable of doing in 6 months from now is going to be totally different. So as long as you're making your list now, you're going to save yourself some work 6 months down the road when you're feeling a little bit more confident to go back in and make those invites at that point. And then the final point, I don't know how many of you saw this. Carl Deichler made a post a couple of weeks ago, I think I was in Seattle at the time, about new coaches and how, and I'm paraphrasing this, he worded it much more eloquently than I'm going to word it. But basically, your first 6 months of your coaching career is the worst. You're the worst coach ever. You don't know what you're doing. You're learning the ropes. But you need to do it. You need to learn. You need to just do it. So take advantage of the trainings that we have. If you have questions on invites, ask them on our team page. Alicia's not on the call tonight, but she is phenomenal at wording invites. I've had a couple of people message me and ask me, can you send me some samples on what you do when you invite people? Post that on our team page. That's what we're here for. Alicia, I know for a fact, would respond in a heartbeat. She is so amazing at how she words her invites. And she shared them on our Team Passion page, which is our bigger coach page, a few times because people have asked her over there. She gets yeses, she gets nos. It doesn't seem to faze her. I mean, she has her bad days, but we have 10 minutes, so I'm going to have to talk fast. But share on our team page if you're having struggles with inviting. When you're inviting 2 to 5 people a day, that doesn't mean you're calling them up and saying, hey, will you join my challenge group? It means you're just connecting with 2 to 5 new people every day. You're creating 2 to 5 new relationships every day. So I'm going to my list and I'm saying, oh, I haven't talked to that person in about 6 months. I'm going to check in and see how they're doing. That's all it is. That's an invite for the day. If it may instantly turn into, oh, can I send you more information on Beachbody? Or it may take 3 or 4 days for you to have that conversation, but you're starting it then. What that's going to do, those 2 to 5 invites or relationship building opportunities each day, is going to lead to 10 to 15 conversations ongoing every day that you're having with people about what's going on in your life. It's also going to create that new connection with somebody who may not be looking for a workout program right now, right before Christmas, but January, when New Year's resolutions roll around and they're like, oh, I want to get my butt in shape. Oh, you know what? Jessica just said she was a Beachbody coach. I'm going to call her and see if she can help me. That has happened to me 100 times. Like, I can't even tell you. And it is so much fun to get those phone calls because it's no work. They're excited to get started. You're excited to get them on board. And all of the little seeds that you've been planting work. So a couple comments on the video. Check in. That was a key thing he said right off the bat. He didn't jump right in and say, hey, do you want to be a Beachbody coach? He said, hey, how is your program going? How are things working? How do you like the product? What are your feelings? So ask them questions. Let them talk to you. And then offer to send them more information. He said something about sending them the Team Beachbody video. Fantastic video. It's about 7 or 8 minutes long. It tells you all about Beachbody. Nicole also has a business opportunity podcast that we can load to people, and she goes into her story and all about Beachbody. And I am contemplating, and I want to get the team's view on this because it's going to rely on you guys, on doing a weekly or bi-monthly, so twice a month, business opportunity Zoom call where you can each invite 1 or 2 people to log in just like we're doing now, and we will do I have a slideshow presentation on the business opportunity and then answer people's questions. So keep that in the back of your mind, and we will be talking about that in the near future. And then I am going to put on our Facebook page links to the Team Beachbody video and Nicole's podcast so you can quickly access those, so that if you're talking to somebody particularly on Facebook, you can just copy, paste, and click and get it right in there. So are there questions, specific questions that anybody has about inviting? Can I answer anything? A lot of the people that ask me specific questions aren't on the call. So if you watch this video later and have questions, feel free to message those to me. There was one other thing I wanted to mention, and it just left right out of my head. I hate it when that happens. One thing I'm going to mention to all of you, most of you, except for Charlotte, it'll matter. We are going to do a Beachbody Super Saturday, January 11th in Medford this time. So I have broken it to most of the team members on the other side of Oregon. And January is not a good time to be traveling to Klamath. Our team's grown to the point that many, many, many of us can't make it to a Super Saturday unless it's at 9 o'clock in the morning in Medford instead of 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Klamath. It's just too difficult for everybody to make it. So for those of you that don't live in Medford or Klamath Falls, message me and we will find a Super Saturday close to you. There are hundreds of them across the country on January 11th. So we can find one that's close. You don't have to be part of the team to go to it. You can show up anywhere. I've been to one up in Portland a couple times and they're huge. So there's some of them you might show up, it'll be 5 people there. You might show up to one and there's 300 people there. It just depends. So that kind of wraps up really what I wanted to get across in the call today. Just remember that inviting shouldn't be stressful. That's the fun part of what we do. It's really just sharing what you do. Oh, and I just remembered what I wanted to say. Came back. So Here's one thing that I will honestly say, and this is a tough love moment for me. I've been successful because I consistently do what I say I'm going to do. I post on my Facebook page every single day. I invite 2 to 5 people every single day. I don't take a day off besides Sunday. On my work days, I don't take a day off. So that's why I continue to hit Success Club all these months. I'll get messages all the time saying, I just can't do what you do. You hit Success Club 10 every month and blah, blah, blah. That's because 6 months ago, I was doing what I'm doing right now. And the people that I'm signing up right now, I've been talking to them for 6 months. So if you've been a coach for a month or 2 or 3 or 4, you haven't even talked to the people yet that you're going to sign up a year from now. So don't get discouraged because you have a slow month. It happens. Right now is going to be what happens in January and February and March. So just keep that in mind with your invites. Inviting isn't you invite somebody and they sign up that day. It's you invite somebody 8 times and then they sign up. That's the average. You have to have 8 contacts with somebody before they actually pick a program and join one of your groups. So I hope that puts a little bit of perspective on how inviting works and how sharing works and how vital it is to do it every day. Some of the people who have been messaging me about inviting and struggling and not finding people, I'm watching Facebook pages and they might post once a week or they haven't posted at all. You have to let people know you're doing this. You have to let them know they can come to you. And then you have to call me for help when you're ready to sign somebody up. I expect those phone calls or your direct coach if they're comfortable helping. Either way, we're a team, and so we're all here for each other. So hopefully that kind of clears up the invite thing. I don't want anybody to think it's just an instant gratification. It is ongoing work. That's just what it is. It's patience. Carl's big one-liner is be here a year from now. And I can tell you a year ago today, if I knew where I would be right now, I wouldn't believe it. And it's just consistent inviting every day and doing the 3 vital behaviors, including personal development. So find a personal development book. Okay. And with that, if there's no questions, we're going to log off because I have 2 minutes and 9 seconds before they literally shut us down. So you guys all have a great night.
Thank you, Cindy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.
You too.